What if I told you the biggest reason your lettuce never grows into those huge, crisp heads has absolutely nothing to do with fertilizer? In fact, by the time most gardeners realize they've made the mistake, it's already too late to fix it. They water more. They add fertilizer. Some even blame the seeds. But none of those things solve the real problem, because the damage was done before the lettuce ever touched the ground. And here's the surprising part. Two gardeners can buy the exact same lettuce variety, plant it on the same weekend, water it almost the same way, and still end up with completely different harvests. One pulls out thick, sweet, crunchy heads that fill an entire salad bowl. The other ends up with small, loose leaves that bolt early and taste bitter. So what separates them? It's one simple step that experienced growers almost never skip, yet most home gardeners don't even realize it matters. Stay with me, because once you understand this, you'll never plant lettuce the same way again. Before we uncover that secret, let me ask you something. Have you ever grown lettuce that looked amazing for the first week or two, only to suddenly stop growing? The leaves stayed small, the head never tightened. Or worse, it shot up into a flower stalk, just when you thought it was finally getting somewhere. If you've experienced any of those problems, don't assume you have a black thumb. Most gardeners aren't failing because they can't grow lettuce. They're failing because they unknowingly limit the plant before it even has a chance to succeed. Here's why. Most people think the first step is planting. It isn't. The first step is building a root system that can actually support a large plant. Think about a skyscraper. Nobody starts with the top floor. They spend weeks building the foundation because every floor depends on what sits underneath. Lettuce works exactly the same way. Those beautiful green leaves you harvest are simply a reflection of what's happening below the soil. And here's the mistake almost nobody talks about. Many gardeners focus on feeding the leaves. Professional growers focus on feeding the roots first. That tiny difference changes everything. Lettuce has a relatively shallow root system. Unlike tomatoes that can search deep into the soil, lettuce depends almost entirely on the upper layer of your garden bed. If that layer is hard, compacted, or lifeless, the roots simply stop expanding. And when roots stop growing, the leaves stop growing too. That's why adding more fertilizer later rarely fixes the problem. You're trying to feed a root system that never fully developed. This is the "this" your title is talking about. Before you plant a single seedling, your soil needs to become a place where roots actually want to grow. That starts with one ingredient that experienced gardeners treat like gold: finished compost. Not because compost is magic, but because of what it does. Instead of creating hard, dense soil that traps roots in one place, compost transforms it into a loose, living environment, filled with tiny pockets of air, moisture, and beneficial microbes. Imagine trying to breathe while someone presses a pillow over your face. That's what compacted soil feels like to roots. Roots don't just need water. They need oxygen too. Healthy soil gives them both. That's why gardeners who improve their soil before planting often see bigger lettuce without changing anything else. And here's something even more surprising. If you squeeze a handful of healthy garden soil, it should hold together just enough to form a loose ball. Touch it lightly, and it should crumble apart. If it stays hard like clay, your lettuce is already fighting an uphill battle. Now you might be thinking, my soil doesn't look terrible. Maybe not. But there's another silent problem that catches thousands of gardeners every spring: timing. Most people plant lettuce based on the calendar. Professional growers plant according to conditions. Those are two very different things. Have you ever noticed how one spring feels perfect while another seems to skip straight into summer? Your lettuce notices too. When the soil stays too cold, seeds germinate slowly. Young plants struggle to establish roots, and growth stalls before it really begins. But planting too late creates an even bigger problem: heat. Once temperatures begin climbing, lettuce changes its priorities. Instead of building leaves, it starts preparing to survive. That's when bolting begins. And here's the frustrating part. By the time you see that tall flower stalk forming, the decision was made days earlier. Your lettuce isn't suddenly becoming bitter. It's responding to stress that started long before you noticed it. This is why experienced gardeners don't simply ask, "When should I plant?" They ask, "What conditions is my lettuce about to experience over the next 6 weeks?" That one mindset shift leads to far better harvests. Choosing the right variety matters too. If you're hoping for giant, crunchy heads, planting a loose-leaf variety and expecting crisp head results is setting yourself up for disappointment. Romaine, butterhead, and crisp head varieties each have different growth habits, different spacing needs, and different levels of heat tolerance. Even more importantly, many newer varieties have been bred specifically to resist bolting, giving you a much longer harvest window if your springs warm up quickly. Now here's a mistake that's even more expensive than planting at the wrong time. It happens in less than 30 seconds, and most gardeners never realize they've done it. Transplanting. You've probably seen someone gently remove a lettuce seedling from its container and immediately push it into the ground. Simple enough. Except one tiny detail can determine whether that plant takes off or spends weeks recovering. Look closely at the center of every lettuce plant. That's called the crown. It's where every new leaf begins. If you bury that crown beneath the soil, the way you would with a tomato, excess moisture can collect around it, slowing growth and increasing the chance of rot. On the other hand, leaving the roots exposed isn't any better because they dry out much faster. The goal is surprisingly simple. Cover the roots completely. Keep the crown just above the soil. That single adjustment often saves gardeners weeks of slow, frustrating growth. But there's one more mistake that quietly steals harvests from backyard gardens across America. It doesn't happen because of bad soil. It doesn't happen because of bad weather. It happens because gardeners are trying to grow too much. When those tiny lettuce seedlings go into the ground, it's tempting to squeeze in just one more plant. After all, they're so small. But that's exactly why overcrowding fools people. Those seedlings won't stay small for long. Every extra plant becomes another competitor, fighting for sunlight, moisture, nutrients, and root space. Instead of one large, firm head, you end up with several undersized ones competing against each other every single day. Professional growers understand something most home gardeners overlook. Empty space isn't wasted space. It's future growing space. Giving lettuce room to breathe allows more sunlight to reach every leaf, improves airflow after rain, and lets the roots expand without constantly competing with neighboring plants. In just a few weeks, that empty-looking garden bed transforms into a dense canopy of healthy lettuce, and suddenly the spacing makes perfect sense. At this point, you've already done what most gardeners never do. You've built the foundation. But here's where things get really interesting. Even perfectly planted lettuce can still turn bitter, stop growing, or bolt early because of one daily habit almost everyone gets wrong. And once you understand why, you'll probably change the way you water every vegetable in your garden, not just lettuce. Here's something that surprises almost every new gardener. Most people don't lose their lettuce because they forget to water. They lose it because they water the wrong way. At first, that sounds strange. Water is water, right? Not exactly. Think about what happens after a light rain. The surface gets wet, but just a short time later, the top layer dries out again. Many gardeners copy that same pattern with a watering can or garden hose. They give their lettuce a quick drink every day, believing they're helping. In reality, they're training the roots to stay close to the surface, where the soil dries out the fastest. The result? Plants become completely dependent on frequent watering. Miss a day during warm weather, and the leaves begin to wilt. Stress builds, growth slows, and bitterness starts creeping into the harvest. Professional growers do something different. Instead of watering often, they water deeply enough for moisture to reach the entire root zone, then allow the surface to dry slightly before watering again. That encourages roots to grow deeper and stronger, making the entire plant more resilient. But even that isn't the biggest watering secret. Consistency is. Lettuce hates surprise. 1 week of evenly moist soil followed by several days of drought is enough to trigger stress. The plant immediately begins protecting itself instead of producing those thick, juicy leaves you're trying to grow. This is exactly why some homegrown lettuce tastes sweet, while another harvest from the same garden tastes bitter. The difference often isn't the variety. It's the consistency of moisture. And there's one incredibly simple trick that helps maintain that consistency without forcing you to water constantly. Mulch. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Mulch is for tomatoes. Actually, lettuce may benefit even more. A light layer of straw, shredded leaves, or other organic mulch acts like insulation for your soil. It slows evaporation, keeps roots cooler during hot afternoons, reduces weeds competing for water, and prevents heavy rain from splashing soil onto your leaves. That means cleaner lettuce, healthier roots, and more stable growing conditions. Sometimes the biggest improvements come from the simplest changes. Now let's talk about fertilizer, because this is where countless gardeners accidentally work against themselves. Have you ever noticed how garden centers seem to have a fertilizer for everything? One promises explosive growth, another promises giant vegetables, another promises record harvests. It's easy to think bigger harvests come from adding more fertilizer. But lettuce doesn't reward excess. It rewards balance. Here's the mistake. A gardener sees slow growth, assumes the plant is hungry, and immediately adds more nitrogen. The lettuce responds with a quick burst of soft growth, but that growth is often weaker, more vulnerable to disease, and more likely to develop problems like tip burn. Experienced growers rarely chase fast growth. They chase steady growth. If you prepared your soil properly with compost before planting, you've already done most of the work. A light feeding during the growing season is often all your lettuce needs to stay vigorous. Healthy soil should always do most of the feeding. Fertilizer should simply support it. Now let's talk about the problem almost every lettuce gardener dreads: bolting. If you've never experienced it before, it can feel incredibly frustrating. One day your lettuce looks perfect. The next, a thick stem starts rising from the center. At that point, the plant has made its decision. It's no longer focused on feeding you. It's focused on producing seeds. And here's what many gardeners don't realize. Bolting doesn't begin when you see the flower stalk. It begins days, sometimes even weeks, earlier. Heat, long daylight hours, dry soil. All of those signals tell the plant that its growing season is coming to an end. So it rushes to reproduce before conditions become worse. Once you understand that, preventing bolting becomes much easier. Choose slower bolting varieties whenever possible. Keep the soil evenly moist. Protect the root zone with mulch. And if temperatures suddenly spike, don't be afraid to use temporary shade cloth during the hottest part of the afternoon. Many experienced gardeners harvest beautiful lettuce weeks longer than their neighbors simply because they reduce heat stress before the plant reacts. But here's a trick commercial growers have relied on for years. They don't plant everything at once. Instead, they sow a small batch every 10 to 14 days. This is called succession planting. Imagine harvesting fresh lettuce every week instead of picking everything over a single weekend. Even if one planting begins to bolt, another younger planting is already growing behind it. It's one of the easiest ways to keep fresh salads coming for months. Now here's a question. Have you ever wondered why lettuce from a backyard garden often tastes better than lettuce from the grocery store? Part of the answer has nothing to do with variety. It's timing. Most supermarket lettuce is harvested, transported, stored, shipped, stocked, and finally purchased days later. Your lettuce doesn't have to go through any of that. In fact, one of the best times to harvest is early in the morning. During the cool overnight hours, the leaves refill with moisture, becoming naturally crisp and refreshing. Harvesting before the afternoon heat removes that freshness, gives you lettuce that's noticeably sweeter and crunchier. It's a small habit that makes a surprisingly big difference. And don't make the mistake of harvesting everything at once if you're growing loose-leaf varieties. Instead, remove the larger outer leaves first, while leaving the center untouched. The plant keeps producing new leaves, giving you multiple harvests from the same plant. It's one of the easiest ways to increase your harvest without planting a single extra seed. Now, let's go back to the promise we made at the beginning of this video. I told you there was one thing you should never plant lettuce without. At first, it probably sounded like I was talking about a special fertilizer, an expensive product, or some secret ingredient. But the real answer is much more valuable than that. You should never plant lettuce without first creating the right growing system. Healthy soil, proper timing, correct spacing, strong roots, consistent moisture, balanced nutrition. These aren't separate tricks. They're pieces of the same puzzle. Miss one piece, and every other piece has to work harder. Get them all working together, and something remarkable happens. Your lettuce grows faster. The leaves stay sweeter. The heads become firmer. Bolting happens later. Harvests become larger. And suddenly, growing beautiful lettuce no longer feels like luck. It becomes predictable. That's the difference between gardeners who hope for a good harvest And gardeners who expect one, the next time you're getting ready to plant lettuce, don't rush to dig a hole. Take a few extra minutes to prepare the soil, check the spacing, and think about the growing conditions your plants will experience over the coming weeks. Those few minutes of preparation can reward you with months of healthier, larger, and more flavorful harvests. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's been your biggest challenge when growing lettuce? Is it tiny heads, bitter leaves, pests, plants that bolt too early, or something completely different? Leave your answer in the comments below, because your experience might help another gardener who's dealing with the exact same problem. And if you're serious about growing bigger harvests with less guesswork, subscribe to Serene Green Gardens. Every week, we share practical, science-backed gardening techniques that make growing your own food simpler, more productive, and far more rewarding. Until next time, happy gardening, and I hope your next lettuce harvest is the biggest, sweetest, and crispest you've ever grown.